There it is. That is a Blackzon Slyder. 3-wire servo, which means easily upgradable.
So I'm going to get the Blackzon Slyder a bit of a drive. Then I can demonstrate the low speed switch. So set that to minimum.
Hey everyone. As part of the series of doing the beginner RC cars that we stock here in the shop, we thought we'd do the Slyder. Now, we've already done a video on the Slyder that you may have seen on our Facebook page, which is us just beating the hell out of them. Sprues, go over the box for us.
Right, so a few different versions of the Slyder. We've got the green one in stock at the moment. So the box is basically like 4 different viewpoints and some nice art. So on the front here, we've got the Slyder, just like from a nice profile there. And we've got a few of the different details. So it's RTR, ready to run. And in this case, it means that, unlike in the larger ones. So that means it's got a battery, it's got a charger, so you can pull this thing out of the box and pretty much drive it around. 4-wheel drive, which is pretty good. LED lights, so it's got a couple of lights. I think they're just in the bumper there.
Yeah, don't you have to install them?
I have a feeling we might, yeah, they might have to.
Yeah, I don't remember whether we installed them on the demo one.
We'll have to have a look at our demo one again, because it's been a year or so since it ran, but still good as new. 16th scale there, so it's a little bit of an unusual size really for RC cars, but it's the same as the Hypercar, I believe.
Yeah, same as the Hypercar.
Yeah, so it'll be that smaller size. Then it just says battery charger included, which is nice. Waterproof electronics, so they are in fact waterproof. So yeah, theoretically you can drive them through water and it won't break.
Well, I'd like to probably just say
clarify
maybe,
this.
Yeah, maybe through. I'd probably not go higher than the axle line if it was me.
Then you've just got a 2.4 gigahertz radio, so that's pretty standard. And basically on the back picture again, same information is repeated. Side box, again, same information, and the 2 different ones we've got. Oh no, sorry. I made a mistake. It's got the body on and the body off, so you get a little idea of what it's like on the inside. And then you got some of the technical specs, so the actual size, the wheelbase, the wheel dial, the wheel width, and the gear ratios. So that's all very well and good. And on the back here, it's just some operating information and precautions. We don't need that safety stuff, do we?
Now, just as a point, this is a Slyder MT. See it on that camera up there.
Yep.
They do it as an ST, which is like more of a truggy stadium truck looking thing. We don't have those in, but I am tempted to get them in because apparently they handle better. But at this speed and this scale, all right. Lift up the flap.
Yep.
And put your and pull. Simples. There it is. That is a Blackzon Slyder. Now, Blackzon are actually owned by HPI.
Oh, there you go.
And that means that part support's good and quality's good.
You open the secret compartment and I will take our truck off. So, yep.
There we go, look. All the usual stuff. Pins, charger, blah, blah, blah. But the LED lighting kit is actually in this bag, which suggests to me that you should need to install it, unless there's one already on there as well.
I do not believe so, but we'll have a look at that in a moment.
But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
So it's probably also worth pointing out, you've got a lot of stickers on this car, unlike the other ones, to put on the side there, because this is basically just plain, but if you saw on the box it had the big Blackzon text.
Where are the stickers?
They're usually in those bags, aren't they? If not, they'll be with the instructions, which might be in the box that we just tossed. There they are.
Instruction book's got, again, build diagrams in it if you want to work on it, which you may or may not want to. We supply heaps of the parts for these things, which is good, because it means you can repair it if you break it. I've literally had one of these come in for a service with a broken drive shaft, and we've sold 40?
I can't keep track anymore. It's like the go-to car really for entry-level RC, because it goes really, really fast, but it has the speed limiter still, I believe.
Does it?
I thought it had a speed limiter, doesn't it?
Steering speed switch. It does. It has a speed switch.
There we go. So you've got a high and a low version of output. So yeah, if you're a beginner, you can set it to low. It's easy to learn.
Oh, look, there's the stickers.
There's the stickers. I told you we had stickers.
Stickers. Keep your what's this, instruction manual, because it's got the parts list in it, and that makes our lives a lot easier.
Yeah, especially mine, being less familiar with RC. I can't look at something and go, I know what that is.
1, 2, and slide the flange across the doofer.
You mean the doofer across the flange?
Click. Right, power extreme on. We have lights. Okay,
Yep.
so that's on. It's blinking, which means we've got no car switched on. Spruce, open up the flaps.
I shall open up the flaps. We've got the 4 body pins holding it in place, and you've got the nice little rubber grips, so super easy to detach. So take the body off, and as you can see, everything is, it's not super tight. You could probably even have room to upgrade things. But you've got an ESC and a receiver all in one. You've got a motor with just a simple heat sink for cooling. And then you've just got a simple 2-cell LiPo battery.
Oh no, it's,
or they lie
it's
on.
lithium ion.
It's
these
a lithium
ones.
ion. Got a plastic chassis, I believe.
Yes.
Yep, relatively thick. There's no kind of structural, there's a few areas that's got like a honeycomb structure for improved strength. Drive shafts are plastic in this one, so they're not going to be as tough as the UDI and the Hypergos. However, they're still plenty tough. You've got your shocks here, so they're pretty good. No oil in these ones, I don't think.
Hexagonal drive shaft.
Hexagonal drive shaft.
Central drive shaft.
So the
Yeah,
central
there's
drive shaft is
definitely
metal
no
and it's
oil.
hexagonal, so it's going to be tough.
Other points of note are... Oh, can I use my pointy stick?
Yes, get the pointy stick. We'll use the camera.
So, points of note, 3-wire servo, which means easily upgradable.
Indeed.
If it breaks, you can replace it with a Savox or something similar. And more to the point, it's a brushed motor rather than brushless like the Hypergo. Standard Dean's connector, which is why we can jump straight in with battery upgrades.
Indeed.
So that's in. It's not a perfect fit, let's be honest, but it's a much better battery than standard. Actually, should we just run it on standard batteries so that we can show people what it's really like?
I'm going to go find the transmitter.
It'll be in that cupboard at the back.
Yep.
So we've now found the transmitter, which was in the cupboard out the back. So
Yep.
next shot will be Spruce driving this bad boy outside.
So I'm going to get the Blackzon Slyder a bit of a drive. Bear in mind that this is our shop demonstrator model, so it's around about a year old. It's had a bit of a flogging already. But I can guarantee it's still going to run like a dream. So.
Oh, what a salesman. Oh, I can't keep up. Again, for a youngster, I think that is spot on.
Definitely, and then I can demonstrate the low speed switch. So set that to minimum. Really
Okay, so
easy
if
to
you've got a
handle.
young kid, nice tight turning circle, and then acceleration from standing. If you've got a kid that's pretty hard on his gear, and you want something tough that is relatively inexpensive, $129, straight out the box, chuck some batteries in the transmitter and it'll take a flog-in. This is for you. If you want something a little bit better than this in terms of speed and performance, then you've got the UDI Power, which is a larger model, similar running gear, and then up from that for sure is the MJX Hypergo, which is super quick. So if you want to see how tough this thing is and just have a really silly example, Spruce. It's fine.